Hello and welcome back to Vlogmas Day. I'm gonna put it right here. Gonna put that pretty girl right here. If you guys are new here, my name is Elia. I'm a singer, songwriter, content creator, whatever we're gonna call it these days. But today, Vlogmas, we are going to go get our hair done, or my hair done. So you see these roots? Yeah, she needs them. So I'm going to head over to Your New Image with Samantha, who is my hairstylist. She's been doing my hair for a couple years now. I love her. We love her. She knows her blondes. And let me tell you, when you're going blonde, you want to go with someone who knows their blondes, okay? Like, that is not a drill. Like, you need to take care of your hair, girls. So I get a lot of questions about how I get my hair done, how I take care of it, things like that. So I'm gonna do a little vlog of her doing my hair, going to the salon and everything, and then I will pick up the camera again and we'll do a little hair tips and tricks that I use to maintain my hair, because I do dye it every single month. I have been dyeing it for years, probably since I was like 15. I've done every color. Yeah, I've done black, brown, red, blonde, you name it. And brown, of course. My natural hair is brown. But before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video with me. And let's get this video started. So this is my outfit of the day. Definitely 90s vibes. I got this like pink little fur happening that I got from Zara, which I have still not been able to wear. But now that it's cold enough, I feel like I'm ready to wear it. So got the fur, boots with the fur, got the 90s jeans. I'm still like, this is the first time I'm wearing these out. I'm still iffy. Like, I'm still not sure, but I guess, like, you know, making it work. Maybe because I'm short and they are so long that I feel like they're too long and it's weird, but I'm kind of feeling this fit. Really definitely getting 90s vibes and I'm loving it. So let's go to the salon. Got my hair finished. I'm so excited. I'm in love. I'm in love with it. Thanks, Sam. Thanks so much to Sam, my hairdresser here at Your New Image. Yay. Okay guys, so it's been a few days since I got my hair done and I'm currently actually on day 3 of the last time I washed my hair. I got my hair done on Thursday, washed it on Saturday night, and then today is Monday. So kind of like day 2.5, day 3, you know what I mean. So I'm absolutely in love with the color, how Samantha did it, my stylist. She's amazing. She always takes care of my hair, and I highly recommend checking her out if you are in the El Paso area, along with her salon, Your New Image, because I feel like all the girls there are trained under Samantha and they do such a great job. And I always end up leaving super happy with my hair. It's still super healthy. She takes really good care of it, and that is like a huge thing, I think, when looking for a stylist. So I'm gonna answer some questions that I got on Instagram that I posted the other day, just questions you guys had about how I get my hair done, tips and tricks, how I keep it healthy, how I get volume and things like that. So let's do it. And just a side note, I will say when it comes to going blonde or even dyeing your hair any color, it really does matter who you go with and what materials they're using. So if you start to familiarize yourself with, you know, good brands and things like that, and not just like out of the box type of situations, and a good stylist who has a good rep, you know, always read the reviews, always ask around, always ask, you know, if you have your friends who are blonde or have dyed their hair any other color, who they've gone with. And especially, I cannot tell you guys, especially blonde. Like, I've had some horror stories that I won't get into right now, but it definitely matters. Just because someone cuts or styles hair or even dyes hair doesn't mean that they're good with blonde. So if you're trying to achieve a really good, beautiful, natural blonde and you're not blonde, make sure to invest and take the time to research stylists in your area, because it will make the biggest difference. So just wanted to put that out there. So the first question I got was, who's your hairstylist? Which is Samantha at Your New Image. And I've pretty much had her featured in a lot of my hair videos, or I've talked about her and her salon. I will link her down below and her Instagram so you guys can check out her salon. I got a lot of questions about volume. So I do have long and kind of thick hair. I would say medium thick. I felt like it used to be a lot thicker. So I naturally already have a lot of hair, which helps it to kind of get into that volume. But I do use a couple of products that you can use to help, you know, kind of thicken it up, give you that texture, that kind of like voluminous situation that you want. And that would be dry shampoo, which surprisingly helps. I love the Living Proof one. I invest into it. She's not cheap, but I'd rather kind of invest into just a more high-end product, especially for hair. I know there's like super cheap ones, and a lot of people say that those work for them. I've tried a lot of dry shampoos, which I should do a video about. I should totally do a video about. But Living Proof and Oribe and Dry Bar have been my top 3 favorites. I really love the quality of them. They last me a long time. I always get the big bottle from Ulta or Sephora, and usually when there's a sale, and you can usually get like a little travel size. Now this is another secret weapon. This is the full dry volume blast. So this is just like a travel size that I have, and I actually make it last pretty long. I won't put too much in my hair, and usually I won't use dry shampoo until the second day, of course. But if you have really flat hair, I would definitely suggest spraying a little bit of texturized spray of the dry shampoo or of the voluminous one to your fresh hair, because a lot of people experience that kind of flatness when they first wash their hair, and then as your hair gets dirtier, it's easier to work with, easier to add in like that volume, that texture. So if you have kind of like flat hair naturally, like from the day you wash it, I would definitely go in with this and spray, you know, sporadically throughout your hair, and really just like use your fingertips to kind of just get in there into the roots and kind of do your own like little lift for your hair. Everything I've tried with Living Proof I've pretty much liked, so you can't really go wrong with Living Proof. What is your hair routine? So my hair routine, I wash my hair about every 2 to 3 days, mostly every other day, because I'm working out a lot and I'm training clients and all of that, and usually my boyfriend doesn't like it when I don't wash it more than 1 day. My hair does get oily at the roots, so I like to make sure I'm kind of keeping up with it. I do put dry shampoo and all of that like I just showed you guys, but pretty much every other day is when I'll feel like it needs it. I could go 3 to 4 days if I have to, or if I wanted to, but I don't usually want to. I know that a lot of people can go like up to a week without it, and I think it is good to take a break from washing your hair a couple of days if you can, maybe on the weekend, or if you're not going out too much. But I definitely like to wash it every other day personally. So I'm someone that has dealt with dandruff from when I was really, really young, and it used to be so bad, and I tried out so many different shampoos. And the best one that has worked for me so far, where I don't feel like I'm having an issue with it, it's not itchy, it's very like, I'm not like leaving scalps everywhere, you know what I mean? Like I'm not leaving like the little crusties everywhere. And that is using the Biolage shampoo. And this one is the Scalp Sync Anti-Dandruff shampoo. So personally, I love mixing this with a few other like shampoos, like a purple shampoo to keep my blonde blonde and not get it like into the yellow tones. I have stuck to this shampoo for years and I love it so much. I order it on Ulta. They usually don't have it in store, and I'll usually just order like a big one like this. Sometimes if they have a bigger version, I'll get that one just because I know I'm going to go through it, but it lasts me a really long time, and I'll pretty much have like about a quarter size into my palm, rub it into my scalp, and I'll leave it there while I shave or do anything else. Conditioner, I love the Sake Balm from Dry Bar. Like once I tried it, I was like, I have to have this. When I started using this, I realized like I didn't have to put in a leave-in conditioner because this leaves your hair so soft and just smooth, and it's lovely, and you really don't need a lot. A lot of the products I'm showing you are a little bit pricier, but for me, it just seems worth it to invest into my hair and the quality of it, because I'd rather do that than lose my hair or lose its quality and, you know, the thickness and the tone of my hair, because I'm not using good products. So if you're dyeing your hair, or even if you're not dyeing your hair, it's definitely good to invest in good quality shampoos and conditioners and not like the super, super cheap stuff. I've just been using them for such a long time that I don't want to risk it. So yes, I love the Sake Balm so much. Again, you don't need a lot. It lasts me a long time. You can get it at Sephora and Ulta. Again, I usually order everything online. I order about every 3 months or so, and it'll last me a pretty good time. So after I use my conditioner, I still go in with my It's a 10 and I'll kind of spray it all over. I just like that extra protection. I've been using this for years. I seriously love it so much. I've tried different oils, I've tried different leave-in conditioners, and this one always just seems to be like my favorite one. Such a good go-to. And it also has like thermal protection, creates silkiness, helps prevent split ends, and I really like, I do my hair a lot and I don't have split ends. So I think this is a lot to attribute to that, and I will just forever continue to be using It's a 10. Another product I like to use before I'm gonna blow dry my hair is this KMS ThermaShape Quick Blow Dry. And this is just kind of like a heat protectant to put in the hair. It helps dry your hair a little bit faster. I have so much hair, so usually it takes me a while. I don't usually blow dry my hair like full-blown blowout. I'll just kind of do like my bangs in the front part and then just let the rest of it kind of just air dry, but I like to use this just as an extra assistance to my hair. Another thing I like to use is this It's a Secret treatment from Your New Image. So this is from the salon that I go to, from Your New Image. And I like to do this once a week. Usually kind of towards the end of the week, I like to put it in my hair, leave it in, I'll shave, I'll do everything I gotta do. I gotta exfoliate, all of that fun stuff, and I'll put this in, and this seriously helps. I think everyone should do kind of like a weekly or bi-weekly treatment in their hair, just because from all of the curling and straightening and the sun and everything that's in the air, everything is affecting your hair. So for sure, 100%, I would definitely recommend doing a treatment at least twice a month if you can. So I got a lot of questions about the curling iron that I use, the size of the barrel. So I use the Hot Tools Professional. This you can get at Ulta. I believe they have it at Target. They pretty much have the Hot Tools Professional everywhere that I've seen them. I think you can even get them online. I will link down some of them below. I believe it was about $30, $35 around there. I think I got it during a sale. The size of the barrel is 1.5 inch. So that is very important, because if you're trying to achieve kind of a more natural wave curl situation, then that is like the perfect size that I've found so far, because anything smaller, it's too curly, and then anything bigger, it's too wavy. So it depends kind of like what the look you're going for. But my everyday look is kind of this situation, and I love it. I know I can make it like a little more curlier if I need to by just holding out the iron on it a little bit longer, or I can make it less curlier by turning down the heat on it as well. So this does go up to 400 degrees, which is a lot. Which, oh, you know what? It actually goes up to 430. I'm sorry. Wow. So I put it all the way up. I probably wouldn't recommend that if you have thin hair or like really, really like short hair. I would probably just go up to 380, 350 at max for your kind of hair, just because I don't want you to over fry your hair. But I usually have it on the highest setting just because I know my hair can handle it, which is so bad to say. But it is what it is. So I got a lot of questions on how I curl my hair as well. A lot of people having trouble with just having it or just holding a curl. And I do have a more specific like how I curl my hair video right here that I will link up down below if you're just interested in that. But I'm just gonna show you guys quickly how I do it. So I will take it and I'll grab a piece of hair and I'm gonna be clamping at the top and I'm going to be turning inward. So I twist inward, inward, and I kind of hold it a couple of seconds to make sure it gets that good curl. And then I will repeat all throughout my hair. And I'll just grab pieces. Usually I'll put my hair up like in a half ponytail and just like kind of separate it like that because I have so much hair. But I'm just kind of showing you guys how I touch it up. This is how I would touch it up as far as like day 2, day 3 hair, where I'm gonna film something or I'm gonna go somewhere, but I don't wanna look totally crazy. So just like that, just like that. And I like to run my fingers through it because I don't like the curls super, super tight. I like them a little bit looser, just to give that more natural look that I'm going for. There we go. And then on the other side, I will do the same exact thing. Grab a piece of hair, kind of start at the root. On the other side, I will basically do the same thing, except I will curl outwards. Everything is kind of facing away from my face, if that makes sense. I know it's a little confusing, so you kind of have to like experiment to see like which way you want the curl to go. And another little trick is to go to the root, go halfway, hold it there a couple of seconds like I'm doing here, and then slowly kind of just like inch your way down to the ends and then release. I'll do it again here. So I'll clamp at the root, twist 1 or 2 times. I have long hair. Hold it a couple of seconds here, and then kind of slowly just inch my way down that way. Just so you guys can see. Halfway, keep going. I kind of lost that one, but that's fine. Sometimes I like to leave the ends like a little bit straight, but not super straight, depending on what kind of vibe you're going for. But I know some people leave it like super, super straight at the ends. And I'll just kind of grab a few bottom pieces and do the same thing. I gotta be honest though, I've tried several different curling irons. I used to have the Paul Mitchell one, which I loved, but it broke on me twice. So I had it, it broke, I bought another one, it broke, and those were like $100. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try a cheaper one, which comes in Hot Tools. And I love how this one works. And I've also tried $10 ones and I've tried $100 ones. So it really doesn't matter the branding, I would say. I would say Hot Tools is like a good one because they have so many different sizes and they're kind of known for their curling irons. So it's kind of worth trying out for sure. But if you already have one, you don't have to go out and buy another one. It's more of like the technique of actually curling your hair. So yeah, so that's kind of like my touch-up routine, and I'll usually kind of separate my hair like bottom and half when I'm gonna do the entire thing, but I will do an updated like how I curl my hair video explaining everything again because I haven't done one in a while. I want to get the answers to the questions up as soon as possible because I know a lot of people have been asking me over the past few weeks how I achieve this. My biggest tip for people that are having trouble actually holding a curl would be to first, with clean hair, get some dry shampoo or volumizing spray and put that in first before you start curling, just to give your hair a little bit more texture and it's gonna hold better. So like I said earlier, dirty hair is the easiest to work with, and that way you can kind of curl even more and things like that and move it and shape it the way you want to. So start with that and then curl your hair and then immediately go in with some hairspray. I don't use hairspray because my hair pretty much stays this way. It will fall. It won't stay like super, super like curly or anything like that, but it will fall. I used to have the same issue. And I also noticed that when I use a curling iron instead of a flat iron, it holds a lot better of a curl in this sense. If I'm doing like the super tight curls on the flat iron, it will hold, and it will hold for days. I would definitely recommend using a curling iron as opposed to a flat iron when curling your hair if you're trying to actually get a good curl. So again, using dry shampoo before you start, using a little bit of hairspray as well, and then curling your hair and then putting a little bit more hairspray, and hopefully your curls stay. It's so hard because I know the struggle. I think people who style their hair and curl their hair and dye it have an easier time styling it like that because their hair isn't so pure. It's not virgin hair. So I would definitely advise that to someone who has virgin hair to use dry shampoo, texturizing spray, and hairspray, and hopefully that helps. You might also have to touch up throughout the day depending on like where you are, what you're doing. If you're just trying to go for like an everyday kind of wavy, curly look, then it might even go with you not to have it like super, super perfect, if you know what I mean. So I got another question of how do I keep volume throughout the day? So this handy dandy bottle, again right here, is kind of a lifesaver. If I'm just like living a regular day and I don't have like an event or anything, I won't spray any of this. But if I have an event or a photo shoot that I'm doing all day, I will carry this with me and kind of just give myself a little bit of a touch up right in the roots. Here, I'll put some on right now. I should put on dry shampoo actually. So I'll just kind of spray, very little. Like, I don't go too crazy just because my hair is already pretty thick and I don't want it to be like over the top. And then I'll take a little bit of the volume, spray. I kind of like to make them last as long as possible, but if you're really going for like a really big look, then I would spray a little bit more. It just really depends on like what you want for your hair and how big you want it, but definitely go into the roots and then kind of shake your fingers into your scalp, move it in, and then you'll have voluminous hair. Literally, those are the biggest kind of like tricks that I use, is just those volume sprays. I haven't tried many other volume sprays other than the Living Proof one. I've tried the Oribe one, which I really, really like. They also have a thickening spray, so that one is really nice, but those are the two that I've tried the most. So I would definitely try out those and see if those work for you. Look at this craziness, this mess. So I got a question about how often I get my hair done at the salon. So I usually go every 4, 5, sometimes 6 weeks, depending on my schedule. My stylist is very adamant about getting me in every 4 weeks to maintain the color, and that way I don't have to spend hours and hours in the chair. So I go about once a month, and the way I've achieved this blonde is really taken a long time. Like, I started dyeing my hair lighter and slowly lighter for the past couple of years. And I would say it's better to take your time, especially if you have dark hair. If you're trying to go blonder, than to just kind of do a full transformation that is going to harm your hair in the long run, because it is a lot to maintain. You gotta get purple shampoo, you gotta get color shampoo, you gotta kind of get all these products to make sure you're taking care of your hair and that it's healthy, you're not gonna thin out, it's not gonna fall out, things like that. So definitely, again, referring back to what I was talking about earlier of investing in your stylist and in products that you know are gonna be good for your hair. And also trusting your stylist, if she's a good one, in what she thinks will work for your hair, especially if they specialize in blonde, okay? So definitely talk to someone who specializes in blonde if you're trying to go blonde, because a lot of people go in wanting to be completely blonde, like this blonde, and it's just not gonna happen in one session unless you're gonna pay a lot of money or you're gonna burn off your hair, basically. So that pretty much wraps up my hair questions video. If you have any questions that I didn't answer, please comment them down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps my channel so, so much. Thank you so much for watching. I hope these tips helped. Let me know, girl. If you use any of these products, let me know. I will link everything down below so that you guys can try out everything that I mentioned in this video. And again, a huge thank you to Your New Image and Samantha, my stylist, for always keeping my hair looking so cute. Again, love you guys, and I'll see you soon.